Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good and I hope that you are ready for the festive season. Recently I had asked on Instagram about topics that you would like to know more about, and thank you so much for giving me so many interesting topics. Today's video is one of the topics that was suggested by one of you, and the topic is self-doubt because of their perspective about you. Now, isn't this a very common trap? We often self-doubt ourselves because of what they think, because of what they want from us, and because of how they want us to behave in life. Now, this is quite natural for most of us. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about two important elements. One is, how does this self-doubt affect you? And second, how can you rise above this self-doubt? So before we move ahead, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon, and also share it with your friends and family members, because if you do so, this will really help me, this will really encourage me in creating more and more videos and more content for you. So now talking about the first thing, and that is, how does self-doubt affect you? If you might be already suffering from it, or you might have suffered from it, I'm sure you'll be able to relate to the things that I'm now going to say. So self-doubt is a weapon that we all use sometimes against our own growth. Now, how can it affect you? First of all, it will break your confidence. Secondly, it will always keep you in that dilemma of whether you are wrong or whether they are wrong. Third, it will not let you rise above self-complaints. You will be someone who will keep on nagging about things that you want, about things that they want, about where your life is going. You will not be able to get that positivity inside you. The fourth point is, we start suppressing ourselves a lot. Because of self-doubt and because of their perspective about us, we control ourselves from not speaking when it is actually needed the most. Moreover, even if we have a good opinion, we really can't express ourselves because we think that they might think it wrong. They might consider us as stupid. And so we try to suppress as much as we can. The fifth point is the biggest harm that we do to ourselves because of self-doubt. And that is, we lose our thinking capabilities. Because we always try to follow, because we always try to think in a way that they think, because we try to follow their perspective, we start losing capability of thinking in a way. We stop our mind from growing, because if you don't think, your mind will literally be rotten. It will not help you in creating those thoughts. It will not help you in visualizing. It will not help you in dreaming about the life that you want. And this one point is literally not good for your entire life, for your mental growth, and as well as for your physical growth. You might have noticed that when you have some hard times in life, when you're thinking a lot, or when you're self-doubting a lot, or when things are not going the way you want to, things start affecting you mentally. And those things are directly proportional to your physical health. You might not be able to notice it in like 10-15 days, but down the lane, you will start having some physical health issues like irregularity in sleep, or not able to take food properly, or not able to feel energized for the entire day. So all the mental problems start affecting your physical health, and that is because you're not able to live the life that you want to, and that is because you're doubting yourself a lot. So now, having said that, there are many other points as well which affect yourself because of self-doubt, but this video is particularly about how you can rise above self-doubt, and how you can stop yourself from just following what they want you to do. Now, even before I talk about how you can rise above self-doubt, the very first thing that I want you to understand is, each person on this planet has their perspective. You can't change theirs. You are not supposed to change yours. In a way, you have to find a balance between both the things. So if they have a perspective, that doesn't mean that you can't have one. That doesn't mean that you don't have one, or that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have one. First of all, before I start explaining what are the things that you should follow to rise above self-doubt, I want you to pause this video. I want you to take 5 deep breaths I want you to like literally calm your mind. Don't do any other activity while you listen to the things that I'm going to say now, but just try to process in the things that I'll say. Those things are very important, and those things are directly related to self-care, self-love, self-awareness, self-confidence, self-help. So please make sure that you first calm yourself and then watch the following points. Those points are very important for yourself, for your relationship, for anything in life. Now, talking about how to rise above self-doubt, you have to first understand that it is okay to self-doubt. It is natural. It happens with all of us. Now, right from childhood, if we see our life, then we start doubting at a very early age. Once we start studying, once we get enrolled in school, because of competitions amongst children related to sports, related to studies, there is a constant comparison. There is a constant doubt about ourselves, about our potential, about our skills. So the roots of self-doubt start right from childhood, but it is a natural human process. It happens to most of us, so we can't do much about it. But if we have kids, we can train them from right now so that they don't experience the same thing that we did. Of course, some kind of learning are important for their growth as well. Now, talking about self-doubt, as we grow into adults, as we evolve into relationship, as we start working, as we start living the practical real life. Now, self-doubt starts because we realize that they have thoughts about us. It is natural. But now, how to grow? So the very first point is, you have to tell yourself, you have to remind yourself, you have to constantly speak in your mind that I do have my thoughts. I am not supposed to follow their thoughts every time. But having said that, if someone has a critical thought about you, which is actually going to improve your life, which is actually going to help you become a better self, then you should always be acceptable. You should always be open to such thoughts also. Now, the second point is, when you realize that their perspective about you is actually bothering you a lot, you again have to train your mind. See, to rise above self-doubt, it is all about training your mind. It is all about thinking where and how do you want your life to be? How do you want yourself to grow in life? So when I say you have to train your mind, like say for example, you met someone, you met your old friend, or you met your partner, you met your boyfriend, and they told something about you which actually is not true and which you actually feel is not right for your growth. But even though, because they told you and because you love them, you will start doubting yourself because you feel that maybe I should try to align myself according to them. Now, here's where you have to prepare your mind to think about what are they saying and what according to you is right. You don't have to get into an argument with them, because those arguments really destroy your mindset, really destroy your patience level. You don't always have to get into arguments. Sometimes when it is needed, you should. But now, training your mind means after meeting them, when you're back at your home, when you're back at your comfortable place, just think about how much is that right about what they have told you. It can't be always right and it can't be always wrong, but you have to ask yourself, you have to speak in your mind, if I follow that thing that they have told, will that impact me in a positive or a negative way? Say for example, they told 5 things about you, that you are not doing right in your life, that you should choose a different career, that you should leave me, that you should get married to me, whatever. It can be whatever. Write it down. The best practice to speak in mind, or to best practice to get the best answers, is you should write it down. That's what I do. When I write it down, I get a time to think. So when you will do that exercise, you will get the answers if that is going to impact you in a positive way or a negative way. If the answers are negative, meaning you literally have to stop right there. You can't put yourself in a trap just because of what they think, just because of what they want you to follow in your life. But if you are somewhere between, like 3 are right and 2 are wrong, meaning 3 are positive and 2 are negative, then you can always talk to them about those negative points. You can ask them, you can discuss with them. Why to keep on doubting yourself when there's always an option to discuss? What might go wrong? There might be a small argument, there might be a fight. If that's a friend, then because of that argument, your friendship might end. But at the end, you might realize that whatever will happen for your good. Even if a friend you have from past 5 to 7 years might go away from you because of an argument, because of this perspective thing, then it might be good for you down the lane. It's okay to lose friends, because at the end, life will always keep you in a place, will always surround you around people who are right for you, who are right for your mindset. So always, when you see other people having their thoughts about you, and when you feel that it has started hampering you, come at home, sit down, take a pen and paper, write down what they told, and then just make a table of, is it positive or is it negative? Do this exercise. Even if it sounds stupid to you right now, do it regularly, do it consistently. You will see the result if you do it. 1, 2, 3, start. The third thing that I would like to say is, when you get trapped in this self-doubt thing because of their perspective, you have to think about a long run habit, because this self-doubting initially won't feel like an habit, but when that will keep on continuously happening, you will not even realize, and that particular thing will fall into your life as a habit, and such an habit which will only cause harm to your mental and physical growth, to your relationship, is not at all good. And even it might happen that down the line, that person might again change their thoughts about you. So at that time, you won't be able to actually again stand up to their expectations. So watch your habits. Make sure that you developed a positive habit for yourself. Make sure that you don't always suppress yourself, you don't always put yourself behind the bars because of their perspective. Try to talk it out as much as possible. It is important. Conversation, communication is important in any kind of relationship. May it be in your job, in your career, with your boyfriend, with your partner, with your family member. Communication is important. And if you're not able to communicate that openly, then put a line ahead of you. Remind yourself that it's okay if I cannot tell them, because if you want to save relations, you can't always tell them what you think. You can't always try to manipulate their thoughts. But one thing that you can do is, you can always remind yourself that it's okay if they have their thoughts, let them have it. But I know what I want. I know what I want to have. And sometimes if you have to align yourself according to their thoughts, sometimes you should do it. You should be open both the ways. If the critics about you are going to help you in a positive way, follow it. If their critics about you are not going to help you in a positive way, you know yourself better, then put that line, put that invisible line. If you cannot communicate, put that invisible line, because you don't want to get trapped into this self-doubt habit. It is not good for you in a long run. So I hope that third point really gives you a check mark for yourself, for your growth, and for your awareness that doubting yourself today won't be good on a long run. You really won't realize when that habit will fall into your life, and that is what every one of us suffers through. Say for example, when a person starts smoking, initially that person enjoys it, but it's that habit gets really routined in that person's life. It turns into an addiction. We all know the smoking story, that once people started, they don't realize this, they initially enjoy it, and then that habit gets converted into addiction. It takes a place in their life. So you don't want to put yourself in that self-smoking, self-doubting habit. It is not good for you. I'm again and again emphasizing on the third point, because I really want you to understand that self-doubting habit today will fall into your life for forever. So please consider this third point as your priority. I really hope that these points help you in rising above self-doubt, in letting them know what they think about you is not totally right, and also accepting critical points that will help you in your growth. If you are still trapped in that self-doubt thing, then please follow the exercises that I have mentioned in the video. And also, if you want to keep yourself reminding, then have some sticky notes at your desk, at your kitchen walls, or in your phone. Keep some self-doubt positive quotes as your wallpaper. It really helps when your mind sees the same thing again and again. It encounters a thought and it really helps, but you have to follow it patiently. You can't expect that one sticky note, if you stick today, will give you a positive thought tomorrow, will help you come out of self-doubt tomorrow. It doesn't happen. So you have to give yourself some time. You have to patiently follow it. So please follow the exercises that I have told you, and even after this, if you really want some more points, then please let me know on Instagram or please comment below. I'll create more videos on this thing, because I know the self-doubt thing, I have passed from it and I have overcome it. So I really want to help you in whatever manner I can. So I hope that this video helps you in improving yourself and creating that self-awareness for you. And if you have any other topics, or if you would like to know more about anything, then please drop a comment, or also you can message me on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching my video. Do please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends or family members. If this helps them in any way, then I would be very thankful to you. Thank you so much for watching my video, and stay tuned till next Wednesday, and happy Diwali and a prosperous new year to you and your family. Spread love, light and happiness in each other's life. Thank you so much.